Yo, what's up, good people of Earth? Thank you very much for clicking this video. You are a wonderful soul. You see, for humanity to ascend as one, and for all this chaos and disaster to end in this one, lots of love has to be spread across. It's why here we react together through a vast selection of videos with the intentions of seeing or trying to understand how different humans live across the world, all with the intentions of spreading love and peace. Straight out of Africa with good vibes, lots of good vibes. Kindly hit the like button, tell us where you're watching from, and leave some comments. Good vibes, man. Let's dive in.
Yes, let's talk about the clock. So I actually didn't watch the Super Bowl, but believe me, everybody's hands were on deck sending me all the information. So Usher performed with a clock in the center, which eventually, oh my God, a hummingbird just flew right in front of me, which eventually starts burning up in flames like this. So you guys saw the Jennifer Coolidge commercial where the clock is ticking in the background.
Wait, are you a robot?
And we also had Taylor Swift wearing a clock necklace at the Grammys. So what's up with all the clocks? Tick-tock, time is up. Time has run up on Hollywood, the veil, everything has to be exposed, which is why there was so much disclosure at the Super Bowl. On top of that, we've got this list showing that everything that happened in 2020 is happening again in 2024. Proof again that we're just in a cycle, we're in a loop, but the time has run up, the veil has lifted, everything has been exposed, and it's time everybody awakens and sees it for what it is.
The universe doesn't speak English, it speaks frequency. And this is the most honest language in the world. Think about it. If you say something in a language, you may doubt it inside of you, or you could even lie to yourself. Frequency doesn't lie. If your thoughts, mind, and desires are not aligned, you may not reach that frequency.
So God is an energy that is used to create something. So you know souls, right? Souls have the God energy in them.
Okay.
So let's say you took away the God energy from anything. It would just become nothing. Field. It's a field.
That's fascinating.
You can't ask it stuff. You can pray to it.
You can?
Yeah, you can. You can.
So
if someone doesn't believe in God, then I guess you don't believe in yourself, because basically every single living thing, and not even living thing, every single atom, every single piece of energy is made from the God source.
Wow.
So 13.8 billion years ago, the entire universe was reduced to a singularity, a particle smaller than a quark. However, if gravity is always working, i.e. if you jumped off this building, you're not going to fall 15 seconds later, you're going to fall immediately. So if gravity is always working, then and if the singularity was always there, like some atheists try to say, then the universe should have no age. It should be infinitely old. But it's not. It has an age. It's 13.8 billion years old. And something can't come from nothing, because it would have to exist in order to cause itself to exist, which is illogical. So therefore, something other must have created the singularity. And that something other we observe as God.
What is God?
Okay, so a lot of people think God is, quite in the biblical sense, a guy sitting up on a cloud who controls the universe, frankly, and has created all life. But my definition of God is not like that. I don't believe God is person or entity. God is just another form of energy, or actually is energy. Himself, well, not even himself, itself. For the fact that you look at the Bible and other really, awesome but extremely vague and unreliable sources in religion that, hold these sources that we find and facts that we find, or so-called facts that we find, and really a lot of people think it's just about faith. But if you relate the Bible to quantum physics and apply most of the laws actually in less of a figurative sense, but more of a literal sense, and replace it with things like the universe, you'll eventually find out that it explains in-depth quantum physics quantum physics and astrophysics experiments and theories. Well, maybe not theories, because maybe now they're proven. Who knows? Maybe the Bible isn't a story of something that happened on Earth, but maybe a story of how our universe began. For the fact that, honestly, I don't really buy into the literal biblical sense. Like, you know, God is literally a guy who looks like us, who sits up in an alternate realm that's in our clouds and, you know, watches over all of us. But I guess you could say that he's an energy form that created all, and is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. God, or energy, lives within us, through us, and
is us.
And is us, frankly.
So you said what? That God is the energy that is in us, created us, and is us.
Pretty
Is
much,
that
yes.
is that your definition?
Yep.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Sort of, yeah. God is energy. That's my thing. And I mean, like, you look at dimensional theory, and eventually we have, you know, a singularity at the beginning of the universe that is energy, and then, you know, eventually that begins to slow down in vibration due to entropy or some other law of that sort. And then, you know, first you get photonic light, and then that slows down, and then we get matter, and then that slows down, and then who else knows what comes next? We have gravity, and then we have time. You know, all coming in at one sense. And I mean, does that sound like origin story to you? It kind of does a little bit to me.
If you want to do something, you just need to believe it, and you can't just say, I believe I can do this, I believe I can do that, because it doesn't work. You really need to think it in your heart. And I mean by in your heart, right in your heart, in the middle of your heart.
Well, those children have a lot of things. Good vibes. Lots of love to everybody from wherever you're watching. Watch till the end. Hit the like button.
Whatever spirit or human that is holding me down for bad experiences, I decree myself loose from their grip in the name of Jesus.
Oh, look at this bird. What? It went into the water, and what's it doing? Oh my god. This is a very talented bird. You see, it can go from even in places that it can. Wow, this is incredible. Can you imagine a bird that can even go in the water to get fish? Oh, this is nice, man. Good vibes. This animal, but it is like it has gotten something that it cannot carry. Oh my god. And it is struggling with it. Oh, this is crazy. These animals are full of surprises, man. Oh, good people of Earth. Thanks for watching and clicking in up to this far. Much love to yourself, man. Thanks to all those guys there that have been leaving some comments, you see, hitting the like button. Good vibes to you. May the universe reward you.
Family, they are real. Fish with a human head, and we have the footages of it. Another one and another one, but look at the video.
And uncharted. In the tranquility of Lake Samsara, scientists have made an astounding discovery, a find that disrupts the established norms of biology and beckons us to question what we know about life itself. Here, in the depths of Samsara, swim a unique species of fish, a species that bears an eerie resemblance to our own kind. They have been named as Homo piscis.
But family, you know what the most bizarre thing is? You see these men on sticks, they are the Dogon tribe. And they were the first to talk about the fish people. When they talk about Sirius B and C, they were the ones that discovered it. They had contact with them and they said they were fish people. Ancient depictions around the world are showing us people that looks like fish. And now they found a lake with fishes that look like this.
Oh my god.
If you've ever wanted to change your doorknobs in your house, on your exterior door or your interior doors, and you have any that look like this, and I don't necessarily mean the curved kind, they could be round, but what I mean is there's no visible screws in order to take this lock off. So the door will be, you know, in the middle, and most people just don't have a clue. And I've seen these things get really old because of that exact reason. So if you look either on the side or sometimes on the bottom, you'll see this little tiny hole right there. This is an Allen head for this one. Some of them have just a little thing you can push in and it's like a release, but the Allen head is pretty common. And you just get you an Allen wrench and you loosen this this nut up in here. Now you don't take it all the way out, you just loosen it up pretty good. And what's going to happen is handle will pull right off of here and reveal this little cover plate. And you pop this cover plate off, and right behind there is going to be your screws. And that's how you get your lock off your door. Get your new lock if they're like this. These are a little fancier ones, but a lot of them are going to this style. Put it back on, you put your cover plate on. Now your new lock will come with an Allen key made for this, so you don't have to go find one or any of that kind of stuff. It's a lot cleaner install. They come in round and all different kinds. All right then, next.
For those of you wearing your trousers like this and like this, wearing capri pants, come to the front of the class. The width of your trouser opening should be approximately 2/3 of the length of your shoe. Now, some of you wear those drain pipe trousers and you wear size 15 shoes, and then your trouser opening is like this and you end up looking like Godzilla. That is just awful. I've seen some of you wearing capri pants, wearing your trousers all the way up here. A gentleman's socks are supposed to remain hidden, concealed. When you wear your trousers, they should cover your socks completely. Not only should they cover them completely, but there should be a little break. Your trousers should rest gently on the vamp of your shoes. Now, the problem with wearing narrow trousers is that you can't have a break, otherwise they poodle. And that is why we suggest you wear wider leg or sort of wider hem openings. And that allows the trouser to have sufficient break. So don't be wearing those Godzilla trousers no more, looking like, Godzilla with his foot sticking out of his drain pipe trousers. Stop that, okay? So that's about it. As always, a pleasure seeing you guys, and Prof. Love you guys.
Good vibes, man. Alien probe in Atlantis. Oh my god. Look at this. What is this stuff, man? Oh, some stuff just came up from the ground. Oh, this is creepy. What is this? What is going on there? Is that how people will build stuff there? Oh my god. Some building just appears from nowhere, from the ground. This is crazy. What is this? Oh, good people of Earth. Do you think this is real or this is CGI? Please, you see, we are here to help one another see this, understand how people live in different parts of the world, you see? And the stuff that happen around. But what? This one now is creepy. Oh my god, look at this. What is this now? Is this some creature or some alien technology? Oh my god. Oh, this is something that can shock you extremely. What would you do when you encounter
Why
such
do we
a
lose
stuff?
sense of time when we're sleeping?
Why do we?
Lose sense of time when we're sleeping.
Why do we lose sense of time when we're sleeping? Try now. You understand what I mean by now. Yeah. And if we represent the past, we could imagine that the past is like a vast space that extends endlessly behind the now, and that the future is a vast space that extends indefinitely in front of the now. Yes. And the distance between the past and the future is what we call time. Yes. Or the distance between two events in the past or the future. So now let's explore time, the past and the future. So now just for a few moments, leave the now and visit this place that you call the past. When I say visit it, I don't mean just think about it or imagine it, because if you think about it, say you take the image of breakfast this morning. That image doesn't take place in the past. That image takes place now. So I don't mean just think about the past or imagine the past. I mean go there. Leave the now, just step out of the now and go into the past?
That's not possible.
Okay.
Because if I try to step into the past, that effort is happening now.
Exactly. So can anyone here, just while we're discussing, can anyone here step out of the past and just step out of the now and visit the past, just for a few moments? No. Can you imagine, Alexander, that anybody that has ever lived, not just us kind of weirdos that are interested in non-duality, but regular people that could you imagine that any of them could, just for a few moments, step out of the now and actually go to the place that we call the past?
No.
Okay, so if nobody's ever been there, and presumably the same applies for the future, yeah. So if nobody has ever been there, how do we know that this place called the past really exists? Surely experience must be the test of the existence of something. So if nobody's ever been there, nobody's ever got a glimpse of it, how do we know it's there?
We don't really.
We don't.
No.
We don't know it's there. We imagine it's there, but we don't know it's there. We have no knowledge of it at all. Could it be that it's not there?
Yes.
And wouldn't that be in line with our experience? In other words, could it be that the past and the future don't exist in the way that our minds imagine them?
Yes.
After all, have you ever experienced anything apart from now?
No.
And how many nows have you experienced in your life? Or let's just take today. How many nows have you experienced today?
That's a trick question. One.
Yeah, so all your life, you're only going to experience one now. Yeah?
Yes.
And that now, we've already discovered that, contrary to popular belief, the now is not this fraction of a moment sandwiched between these two vast spaces of the past and future. The vast spaces of the past and future aren't there. So now is not a moment in time. We normally think that the now is moving slowly through time. Yeah? How fast is the now moving through time in your experience? It's another trick question.
It's not moving.
It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. It hasn't come from anywhere, and it's not going anywhere. So this now is the only now there is. And this now is not a moment in time. How long does this now last?
It's eternal.
It's eternal. And you understand that by eternal doesn't mean everlasting in time. It means ever present now. Mm. So if we're just simple and we just stay with the facts of our experience, time is never experienced. Time is what the now looks like when it is filtered through our mind. In other words, time, it doesn't exist in our mind, it seems to exist in our mind. And therefore, if that's the case, wouldn't it make sense that when our mind disappears in sleep, the seeming existence of time disappears with it?
Yes.
That's why we don't experience time when we're asleep. Actually, we don't experience time when we're awake, but we seem to. But when we're asleep, we don't even seem to experience time because no mind is present in sleep. So that's why you seem to wake up in the same moment that you fall asleep, because there is no time in between two waking states or two dream states.
Okay. That's confusing, but it makes sense.
It's confusing that it makes sense.
No, it's confusing, but it makes sense.
It's confusing, but it makes sense. Yes. Yes, it's exactly. It's confusing because because everything that I've said you've understood in your own experience and you've agreed with, and it's very simple what I've said if you just stick with your experience. But when we compare that with the way reality seems from the point of view of the mind, it conflicts with the mind's view of reality. So it is the mind that superimposes its own limitations on reality and makes reality appear in a way that is consistent with those limitations. Just as I said this morning, if you put on a pair of orange sunglasses when you're skiing, you very quickly forget that you've put the glasses on and the snow appears to be orange. You think the snow is orange. The snow is appearing in accordance with the limitations or the colouring of your glasses. But because you have forgot that you are looking through this limited medium, you think that the orange colour belongs to the snow. Now, each of our minds is a limited medium. Our minds are the orange glasses, but the orange colour is time and space. That's the tint of our minds, time and space. So when consciousness looks through the time and space glasses of our mind, it sees a four-dimensional world, 3 dimensions of time and 1 dimension of space. And we think time and space belongs to the world. No, it doesn't. Time and space are the orange glasses through which consciousness is looking at eternity.
Oh, please leave your thoughts on that, man.
And the distortion is so great that they have convinced the masses to salivate over dreams, when dreams are for the sleeping, visions are for the waking.
Ha! What is going on here? Look at this. Is this dog walking on water? Oh my god. When your parents bring home a human, look at this.
So who remember when everybody was saying that the plants of the planet is waking up? I would have to say waking up is an understatement, because they was never asleep. But the difference is, as the planet rises in frequency, now things are going to start to become more animated, like trees going on whole walks. I bet you didn't know the trees communicate, scream, and even have families. The planet is waking up. So much to the point to where now we have trees that are fighting back for their lives. As they try to push this tree over, the tree pushes back. The tree is fighting for its life, which means the tree is so conscious to the point to where it knows to fight back. The villagers, they call the witchcraft, I call it consciousness. And the more the planet wake up, the more the planet gonna fight back. And see, scientists are even coming out saying plants can talk to each other. You might want to rethink how you treat them. Once again, as the frequency rise, these plants that's always been alive, they're gonna start coming more animated. Child, let me know what y'all think about plants waking up and becoming more animated in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. Hit that business email if y'all trying to do business.
Yo guys, treat nature with love, man. What is this? Some way to put ants away? Oh, this is interesting. And how to make some cider? Oh, you must have some bread. Oh, this is good vibes. And that's how of putting away mosquitoes. Oh my god. How did these guys find out this? You see, humans are very interesting. Imagine some guy that found out that cedar can scare away mosquito when you squeeze it and mix it with something else and spray somewhere. You see, that guy must have been some guy with some really interesting brain. You see, good vibes humans. Just like you guys watching here. Always hit the like button there and leave some comments. See? Oh. Huh. Oh, this is interesting. Hmm. And how to store your oranges longer or what is this? Oh, just for display. They look nice and they repair bees. Oh, good vibes. Wow. But why would you, when you want to repair bees away? You see, bees are good vibes animals. You see, you should stay with animals in peace and good vibes. People here have beehives and farms like that. They stay with them. Some people even go there without suit, and it's like the bees have known them. It's like they
Yo,
even
check this
don't
out, you
ask
guys.
them.
Look at this. Did you guys see that? Look, all the lights go off. All the lights go off. What the hell? So I slowed it down for you guys just to see what's going on. Look at this. Look at all that, y'all. Look at this. All that blue red. Look, all that color. They're calling it the rainbow comet. Check this out. Jesus. What is that all about? And is that a planet? I don't know. You know what that reminds me of? This right here. Look at that. When Flash is fighting all these speedsters, right? All that Flash is going on. Check it out. And then ultimately leading up to the big solar flash. Look at that. Doesn't that look like that? Don't you think that's all connected? I mean, it kind of looks like the Bifrost Bridge as well from Thor, but like all that is connected. All these things, these movies, these TV shows are stories about our lives. And what amazing time to be alive, because we've never witnessed things like this before, but this means great changes upon us. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, share, and follow for more videos like this. This video is strictly for educational purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. You already know what to do, y'all. We end this shift. Let's get it. Peace in.
Please leave your comments on that, man.
It doesn't matter how spiritually gifted you are. If you don't have a high viewpoint with what is happening with this great awakening, it can feel like you are disconnected from source and your purpose somewhat because it deeply upsets you. I want to show you a way around this because I've been there too. I understand. It's about being mentally fit for anything that comes our way in this time of great shift. We must learn how to open our minds to the reality that things are changing. And I get it, it can be frustrating, it can make you feel helpless. It's also helpful to tune into higher guidance and have a spirit team that supports you through these tumultuous times. Otherwise, you can feel alone. So if any of this resonates with you, book a one-on-one soul guidance session with me through the link in my bio.
All right, guys, let's look at the 1966 photo that was submitted to say that this is not edited and it's a picture of the entire Earth. Well, I simply do a little bit of cropping here, and let's look at this moon, shall we? Let's play with the exposure. Let's just simply take this, download it off the internet, and crop it, and already you can start to see, what is that? What is this, guys? Straight line here. Straight line here, straight line here, straight line at the top. Now, let's just keep playing with the colors just a little bit. Clearly, this is an edited image, not a photo. Edited image, not a photo. You can do this with anything that NASA puts out. You can look at this. That is undeniable edited proof. Wow. Boy, look at that perfect cube. Kind of like a black cube that certain people worship. Oh yeah, perfect black cube. Check. Check, please.
What do you think about that?
This Bible prophecy is being fulfilled in Israel right now, and nobody is talking about it. See, the Bible says in Ezekiel and Zechariah that in the last days, fresh water will literally begin to flow into the Dead Sea.
All right, guys, we are standing in the Dead Sea right now. But the really cool part about where I'm standing is that as I pan here, you're gonna see I'm standing actually in fresh water that's flowing down out of the Judean mountains into the Dead Sea. So we're literally standing in prophecy being fulfilled.
Subscribe right now if you believe that we're in the last days.
Oh, good work, man. What's going on here? Look at this. Oh, this is some crazy temple from some place, don't know where. Oh my god, good people of Earth. Where is this place? This does not look like a modern temple. Looks like those temples that people found here. Oh my god. You see, those people from the past must have been very creative and had a lot of time to build this. If they used stone tools and those iron tools, it would have taken them a lot of years. How do you think they managed to make all this stuff with even the drawings up there? Oh my god. Do you think they had a crane back then? Some stone-made crane or something like that? Oh, good people of Earth, what do you think? How are some of this stuff made, you see? And they were told that they are from the past. It's crazy. And now look at this. Oh, some footage of the eyesore. An ending eyesore. Look at this. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, it was being recorded. This is top secret. Oh, good people of Earth. What do you think is beyond the eyesore if there is something like that? Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. There's some place that happens. Now this thing about flat earth and spherical earth is it's really some dazzling debate, you see. But what's important at the end is the people in the earth that they're arguing about whether it's flat or circular. Those people should love one another and unite and spread love and good vibes, you see. Even to the environment and those stuff around them.